Welcome to a new Team CGC 9.8 video. Today I want to go through some of the better ideas I had for some affordable 9.8 comics that I think are investable. And normally I would say you probably want to spend at least $500 and just get kind of a no-brainer key issue. That's a great collector item, and hopefully that would turn out to be a pretty great investment. But I think these ones kind of reach that threshold even though they're under $200 essentially. So let's have a look. The first one is a Batman 436. This is the first appearance of Tim Drake. A great one. It looks really good on the census, plus a really nice affordable price for what you get. And I think there's some potential there with Tim Drake. He gets into pop culture in any way. This book's a lot higher. But even if not, this one absolutely just stands on its own in the price range it's at as a great 9.8 comic, I think. Cool George Perez cover. There's 201 9.8s in a blue label. 14.9% is the 9.8 ratio. So you get a good deal on this one. It's going to be about $175, I think. Really nice looking one in a 9.8 white pages. New case, maybe you get up to around that $200 level. Yeah, I've sort of saw them go, in the last 6 months or a year, let's say, between $175 and $200. I think is a pretty great deal, especially if you're a Batman fan and a Robin fan. Like, I think these Robin first appearances are pretty underfollowed and definitely a great value. And yeah, this one looks great on the census. That 14.9% of all graded copies is looking great for a Batman book. And, one of 201. Kind of surprised this one's not, 300 or so. And it's done pretty well over time. Pre-pandemic, I have one in a CBCS 9.8, and pre-pandemic, I bought mine, I think it was $99.99, and even the CGC 9.8s, I think I kind of paid a little up for the CBCS. The CGC 9.8s at that time were about $100, so, after the pandemic now, they're about $175 to $200, so it's kind of slowly but steadily on a bit of an uptrend for a Batman 436. So next one is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, or Saban's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the Hamilton Comics version. Pretty much like the first U.S. appearance of Power Rangers. I think there's like a Japanese trade publication where they got the first Power Ranger comic in that, but this one's pretty much the one that you can get for Power Ranger fans out there. Pretty great one, I think, in the price range. 473 9.8s. In the Universal Blue Label. 36.1% is the 9.8 ratio. So this one doesn't look very good on the census, but a Hamilton Comics book, so probably going to be a little bit less printed than a Marvel or DC book of the time. And this one's come down in price. This one, during the pandemic, got up to, I think, $350. Maybe a couple were pushing that $400 level. Prices, I saw one go as low as $127.50. And I think pretty much up to $175 you could maybe be willing to pay for a really nice looking 9.8 white pages. But saw them go as low as $127.50. Okay, next one here is a Marvel Tales 137. This is one I do have here in the old case. Oh, my frisky kitty's here wanting to play. Oh yeah, he really wants to play right now. I can't even show you this. Oh, watch it, buddy. So Marvel Tales 137, it reprints Amazing Fantasy 15. And, such the biggest Silver Age book out there, maybe these reprints will end up working out over time. And this one, pretty similar to that Batman 436, like pre-pandemic, they were about $100. And some recent prices, $198.50 and $206.49 I saw. And, let's see here. Yeah, and so right around $200. These were in auctions. These ones, I think they're kind of worth it. These ones, 85 in a 9.8 in the blue label. A 1 of 85. Pretty great collector item. 25.4% is the 9.8 ratio. So yeah, I think these Amazing Fantasy 15 reprints could work out, and probably worth right around $200 for a really nice. Perfect high grade copy in the 9.8, or almost perfect anyway. Yeah, I really liked having this one in my collection. If you can't get a nice Amazing Fantasy 15, this Marvel Tales 137 does the job, I think. Okay, next one kind of off the radar, but I think it's kind of got like a classic cover potential. It's a Green Lantern 195. I've always really liked this cover. I've been really close to picking this one up in a 9.8. I haven't, but there's 92 9.8s on the census. 40.2% is the 9.8 ratio, so kind of not the best ratio. Maybe doesn't look the best on the census. There's not a lot graded on this one. Yeah, kind of DC Green Lantern books, like they tend to be pretty well taken care of, so the ratios don't get that low. $169, I saw one sell in an auction. Yeah, this for me, just even though it's really underfollowed, it kind of has that classic cover potential. Like, I guess it probably should have been a classic cover by now, but I think over time, this one could still be well collected. I know for me, like, I got my eye open. If I see an auction pop up in Canada, like, I'll probably throw in a bid around like 150 or something like that and hopefully get a good deal on it. But I did see one sell for 169. So yeah, if you're a Green Lantern fan, kind of a good underfollowed one there that, you know, a 1 in 92, not too many out there. And, you know, it's 150 now. Maybe that one gets over 200, you know, over time, just because it is a pretty great classic cover, I think. Okay, last one here is a Batman Beyond #2. Batman Beyond's awesome. Yeah, I'm a big Batman Beyond fan. So, you know, kind of a little known fact is you don't see Terry McGinnis in the Batman Beyond suit until issue 2. So it's kind of like first appearance of Terry McGinnis as Batman Beyond in Batman Beyond 2. In Batman Beyond 1, like Bruce Wayne's in the Batman Beyond suit, and you see Terry, obviously first appearance of Terry, and that one's great. This one doesn't really take away from that one. That one's got a great cover as well, but Batman Beyond 2, kind of under the radar and a lot cheaper. There's 112 9/8s in the blue label. 48.7% is the 9/8 ratio. And this one goes right around $150. Yeah, I think, you know, you're really patient in an auction. There's not too many of these. Maybe you get it under 150 right now. Yeah, I think for Batman Beyond fans, the first appearance of Batman Beyond is quite expensive. So, you know, this Batman Beyond #2 does well as an affordable alternative. And looks, you know, okay on the census. I think a pretty good positive for these ones is it came out in 1999, I believe. In 1999, 2000, like the comic book printing really started to, and popularity wasn't as much as it was certainly in the early 90s. So I think this one's like a little bit low printed. Plus you kind of get that underrated first appearance, I guess, of Terry McGinnis in the Batman Beyond suit. Okay, so 5 affordable options there. And yeah, I think, you know, what I said at the beginning, most of the time if you're really serious about investing in 9.8 comics, you'll want to spend at least $500. Like even over $1,000, you really get some high quality, you know, tough high grade books in those price ranges that you almost can't go wrong. But yeah, I think these ones right around less than $200, let's say, are worth taking a look at. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.